everybody, today we are back with another 5 ways to make money. So, step 1 is gonna be cave spider spawners. You'll need any type of block. I choose cobblestone because it's easiest. And you'll need, to max it out, I need 8. And I'll show you outside how you build it. So, how you start off, not do that. You build your base, your sort of tunnel, where all the mobs are gonna be. So, you start off with your basic thing. You build one up, break that one, and basically you build up, and you build the tube. And this is going to be where the tunnel that all of this stuff goes in. You extend it out about, you just extend it out. And let's just only build half of it. So if you want to, you can replicate it. You sort of just build this. Yeah, let's only make a corner. And you can just emulate the corner. So in this corner, which should be a little bit bigger, you would put floating in the air. So you do that. A cave spider spawner. Now make sure you use whatever silk touch pickaxe, because if you make a mistake, you lost this. After a while, mobs will spawn on this platform, and what you need next is, since I don't have a water bucket at the moment, you would place water probably here, because here would be a wall, so they can spawn if it's daytime. So you put water here, and the water would push all of this down this tube. And down this tube, now that I'm stuck in, is going to be where you kill it. You can get spider spawners from naturally spawning in places called mine shafts, but those are actually hard to come by. So you can actually use a command /AH and go to this spawners and spawn eggs category. And you should be able to find spider spawners like here. You can find them here. So how you use this thing is you just keep hitting these. Now, I forgot to tell you, the other thing you need is going to be villager eggs. Now how you obtain those is just going to your daily. You either find them in villages or on the 12th day on your daily rewards, if you actually got to that day. Just if you wanted to know, there's a villager spawn egg. Now how this works is, as you know, spiders drop string, and Fletchers, you can give them string, they will give you emeralds for it, as you can see here. If you go /warp, and if you go shop, yeah, you have this merchant guy. So if you right click him and you go to minerals, so if I sell all that's in my inventory, I just got 300 for 3 emeralds. Next one is gonna be carrot farms. As we saw in the last video, basically how you use a carrot farm, and what you're gonna need is, first off, carrots and a hoe, of course, because you need to hold the ground. So first off, how you get the carrot is they also naturally spawn in villages, but you can actually, if you go also warp shop and you go merchant, if you go merchant, you go farming and food, and if you right click, you can buy one for 200, but if you get lucky enough to find a village with with them, I'd rather suggest doing that. So what you're gonna do with the carrot, so as you see, I have my diamond hoe, and all you need to do is make sure it's near a water source. You just right click, place the carrot, and after a while it'll grow. Now when you harvest this, you get 3 extra carrots per carrot farmed. Now, I don't personally like to use this one, but how you sell the carrots. Make sure after after you broke them, place them, and with the leftovers, just go warp, shop, click on this guy again, go farming foods, back on the carrot, and now sell a stack, and that gave me 300. Now, as you can see, you you might know why I don't like this option, because it's time taking, and compared to the outcome, I think the emeralds were better, but that's my opinion. But that is the carrots shown. Here's the next big one, which is gonna be flower casinos. So, flower casinos, what they are, if you don't know, is basically you put the bone in the crafting table, and then you get 3 bone meal. So how it works is you're the guy who stands on this side. You ask people on this side to pay you, and when you get paid on your side, how this works is you bone meal this. Now, as you know, if you bone meal grass, you have a chance of getting flour and grass. Now, what you will need is 3 grass blocks. How you obtain them is with a silk touch item, and you just place it. Oh, whoops! You just place them down like so. You need 3. Don't have 1, so it gives a bit more fair. So, how it works is they pay you 2k, and then you bone meal it. Now, if you get flour, you pay them, or you double the amount that they won. If there's no flowers, like this point, you keep the money, and they don't get anything. Now, I don't use this option a lot, but the few times I have used it, it still got me money. The one downside is sometimes people just don't want to play. They just came around to see what it is. But I still found it a little bit efficient. But without further ado, that was the 4th one. Now, heading on to the 4th, which is gonna be a rune shop. How this works is you need a chest shop. So how you do this is you shift and you right click assign. And in these types of brackets, you write shop. And, oh, if you've clicked done, now you have this. Now, what this is the chest shop. Now, it's a little bit confusing if you don't know what you're doing, but what you need to do is, before you do, or if you want to after, you have to put stuff inside the chest. And let me right click, and whatever is inside the chest, so if I put, look at these spider eyes appear. Now, say for instance, I want to sell these. As you can see, spider eye, buying and selling, it's the next. So if you right click, you can set the selling price. So say, I'm giving it for 1 per eye. Now if I click update shop, you see now it's saved. So when I go back, it's saved. You can also set the buying price, which means, so most people just do it the selling. That's what I do. But what you do, now you need to find runes. Now, since you're probably new, you don't know how to get runes. So what you want to do is you want to click warp, and you want to go infuser. Now, if you walk forward, you have this weird thing. You have this enchantment table with custom enchantments. Now, as you see on the side of your screen where it says your name and Mega Survival, you have an XP bar. Now, here, each one of these runes costs a different amount of XP. Extremely rare costs that 50k for rare rune, extremely rare rune. I think That's 30k. This tome is 50k, and this one is 1,000. Now, what I usually do is I get like 10,000 XP, and I just keep buying common tomes. Now, how you let me get this. Now, if you right-click this common tome, you get random custom enchantment. Now, how you sell this is you go back to the chest shop and you put this. Now, mine's giving me a new one, but you just right click, set the price. Usually I like to put my good common runes for 2,000, update shop, and boom. You have now got another one. Now I think we should do the last one of the video, which I personally really like, which is gonna be selling bases. Now, no little bases like this, but, you know, bigger bases, sort of, imagine that base, but bigger. So, personally, the one thing what you do have to have is a good building skill. If you're, like, crazy good, like one of these other YouTubers with their massive mansions and things like that, you can definitely get millions easy. I've only gotten, like, thousands from it, like 14,000, but still, that's quite a lot of money for a beginner. So, if you're wondering how you sell the base, first, let's say this is my base I want to sell. So, first, I have to go to the claim. If I write /claim, you have this little menu. And this is where you are. And if you have, on the side of your screen, you have claims. Now, I have 10. You might have 0, but when you have 0, you can't claim anything. So if I click here, now this whole 16 by 16 area is mine. Whatever I can do, nobody can do anything else in it. Nobody can break, nobody can do anything. Now, what you need to do next is go back to this claim and say, for instance, someone's bought it for like 1,000. What you need to do is you click on the little chest minecart and you write the name, and then you click here and it should be transferred. Now, the thing is, if you like have a big base which costs like more chunks than one, you have to do it individually. So that's just one note. But without further ado, guys, and that was 5 ways to make money. See you folks in the next one.